Hey everyone, Hunter here, or Forever LEGO Studios. Welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. And in today's review, guys, we have an older set, of course. We have Jabba's Palace and the Rancor Pit. Now, of course, I know that these sets, of course, came out a few years ago, and they are no longer sold in stores. I know that. But mentioned in the TIE Fighter review, TIE Fighter haul review, mentioned I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do it a few months ago when I first got Jabba the Hutt's Palace, but things came up and just I wasn't able to, do it. So, today, and now that I have nothing on my plate, I'm going to be reviewing this set. Now, of course, there's two separate sets, so not all these figures come in one set. With combined, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 figures, and then of course Jabba and the Rancor, and technically this guy, Sarlacious Crumb. But so technically, there's only 10 figures. And I'm pretty sure most of them are exclusive. I know a few of them aren't, and I'll get into that. But let me get into the figures first before I show the build. First we have the Gamorrean Guard. If you get both of them, you get 2 of them. They're exactly the same, nothing different. The only difference is this guy's got an axe and that guy doesn't. Really cool. I like the printing on him. He does not have anything on his actual body. It's just brown and that. Again, this guy's nothing different. Same guy. Next we have a generic skeleton. He comes in the Rancor Pit. Nothing new, just normal skeleton guy. Get the generic Lego skeleton head. Next we have Ula. She's exclusive to Jabba the Hutt's Palace. She is a Twi'lek, of course. She's got 2 faces. She's got one at this side that has her smiling, and then this side with her like screaming and scared because of she sees the Rancor. That's the back. It is cool when I get new creatures. By creatures, I mean like different species in the Star Wars universe. I like it. And here's another Twi'lek, Bib Fortuna, Jabba's kind of second-hand man. He's got a nice print on his body. He's kind of chromish armor with dark blue around it. I think it looks nice. And the face is, of course, creepy. He does not have a double-sided face. Just blank. Makes sense because when you put this on, you would see the back of his face. It does not have printing on the back. That is Bib Fortuna. Next we have Malkili. I looked it up in the Lego dictionary. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. He's exclusive to the Rancor Pit. He's the one who kind of owns the Rancor. He comes with a staff with a kind of point. Take the hood off. He's got 2 faces. He got this one that's crying. You can tell because he just saw the Rancor die, and then he's got the normal face. This is like not too happy. Looks cool. Next we have Princess Leia, or Leia in her bounty hunter bush suit. She comes with a thermal detonator and a new staff. This version of her is exclusive to Jabba the Hutt's Palace. She does come with a hairpiece. Don't know where I put it, being I got this a few months ago. Not for sure. She has 2 faces. She has this upset look, and then her kind of grinning happy face. Put the helmet back on. This is what behind looks like. She comes with a backpack. Take that off, you can see the printing on the back. Focus. There we go. Yep. Nice printing. Put that back on. So that is Princess Leia in her bounty hunter suit. It's cool to have her in her bush suit too, because that's brand new for me. Next we have the old generic Chewbacca that Lego, sold for years. Nothing different about him. If you already have one of this version, you know what it looks like. Comes with a pair of handcuffs because he goes in with Leia as a prisoner. Around, he didn't have much printing, of course. Just got the gun ammo thing and then the nose. So that is Chewbacca. It is nice because all my versions of that version of Chewbacca is kind of old, because it's been a while since that one came out. So it is nice to have like a newer looking one. Next we have Han Solo in his ruffled up white white shirt, and his brown pants. He is not exclusive. He's been in a lot of more sets, like the new Skiff sets. He comes in that one with his new hairpiece, and plus he comes in far many more other sets. The only difference is he doesn't have the like extra detail on the side of his face. So he's got two faces. You got this one with the carbonite look, and then turn it around. You have the Han Solo smirk. So, and he comes in the Jabba the Hutt's palace. Next we have Luke Skywalker. Now, this version of him, I'm pretty sure he's exclusive. I'm pretty sure, just because Luke Skywalker came in another set, but I'm pretty sure that suit was different. I'm gonna have to look it up in my Lego dictionary, but I'm pretty sure this version of Luke Skywalker's exclusive. He comes in the Rancor Pit with a long bone, not bowl, to have the Rancor choke on it so he doesn't eat him. He has two faces as well. He's got this kind of grinning happy face, and then he's got the not angry but like upset face. So nice figure. That is all the actual minifigures. Those are the actual minifigures. Next we have the big characters. We have first one is the Rancor. Of course, he comes in the Rancor Pit. Kind of obvious. He's exclusive. He hasn't been in any other Lego set, so it is cool to have a Rancor. He's got these giant arms that rotate all the way around. They're just held in by Technic pins. Well, not really. Oh wow, it's been a while since I opened this thing. Not actually a Technic pin. It's just built into that. It just goes. And you can go. It rotates. Of course, you can move the hand all the way around. He comes with two fingers. On this side, he has a chain, a small little chain that's hooked onto that. Just put that on. This side doesn't, just normal. His jaw can open up wide, and you can fit a minifigure in him, just not all the way. Well, probably a normal figure. Like, let's take the skeleton. Yeah, you can put the skeleton all the way in his mouth. So that's pretty cool. But the Gamorrean guards, you can only fit about half of them because they've got a bulkier, appeal. And of course, that is the Rancor. There's a nice printing on the head. I like it. I'm very happy you have a Rancor. I think it's pretty cool to have one. I hope in the future Lego makes another Rancor, like maybe from the Clone Wars, or if the Rancors show up more and give them a different color, that I think that'd be really cool. Here we have a monk droid that just crawls around Jabba the Hutt's palace. All it is a few orange studs in this little bowl, and it walks on swords. So, whoops. That's the monk droid. Next we have Jabba and Sarlacious Crumb. Here's Sarlacious Crumb. Just one of those. I want to say Jabba's pets. So that's pretty cool. You get him. He is exclusive to the sets. Wait, is he? Pretty sure. I don't think he came in the sail barge. He might have. Here's Jabba. Take him off. Here's Jabba. He is not exclusive, of course. He comes in the sail barge that came out in 2013. I do like this new version. I think it looks much better than the old one. One being, of course, you can turn his head all the way around. You can make him look like he's going straight, just sitting, or go this way if you want. It doesn't matter. He's got the arms can go up and down, or all the way back. The nice thing is that one's blank. This one actually has a tattoo. See? Keeps focusing and unfocusing. Take that off. There we go. I can't remember. That symbol looks remarkably familiar. I can't remember what that signal means. But yeah, that of course he just sits on by a Technic pin. Just sits like that, and that's Jabba. Again, he's not exclusive. He comes in the sail barge. Here is the stand Jabba sits on. Just brick built. I'll show the meaning of this red plate in a second. So. And he just sits there, and then Sarlacious Crumb just put him on the corner. So that is all the figurines and big figures you get. Again, altogether you get 10 minifigures, 2 big figs, and Sarlacious Crumb and the monk droid. So put the figures off to the side. Now, this thing is way too tall for me to review on top of each other. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them off and review them individually. It's much easier for me with the camera angle. So here is Jabba's palace. I'll review the Rancor Pit after. So here is the inside of the Rancor Pit. Not the Rancor Pit, Jabba's palace. Open this up so you can get a better look at this side. That's what it looks like from the back view. As you can tell right here, this is the area where Han Solo is in carbonite. Get an angle from right here. So that's where he is. This is the back of it. I'll close it again. This is the back of the building. The only thing I dislike is this is just stacked on each other. It was kind of hard when I was first putting together. Now it's very it shouldn't break. It also comes with this fireplace in the back that if you push this right here, it pushes forward, of course. So that's pretty cool. It's a fireplace. Then, of course, you get Jabba's little frog drinking thing. I don't know. It's gross. You get a frog in there. It's pretty gross. You get 2 gold glasses. There's food, a bin, and 2 stands. So, and then here is the roof. of the thing. I never understood this. There's a missile right here. What you do, one of the flip fire missiles, what you do is you just pew. It doesn't really make any sense since this is a pallet. This is an actual building. Why they have a missiles, I don't know why. So that is the top of the building. It just sits in by these four things. Just goes like that. That's what it looks like with the top. Show different angles. Here's the back with the top on. I think it looks really nice. It looks cool. I'm very glad I have Jabba's palace. From the right angle, I'll show what these three Technic pins, do in a bit. Front view. So that is the actual big part of Jabba's palace. Put that to the side. Here's the other part of the building. This is like the little tower or the area that C-3PO and R2 come in, and I'll show a feature of that, but get a turn around. So this is pretty cool. Of course, this connects to Jabba's palace, and this is what the Technic pins is for. What you do is you turn it right like this, because it won't fit like this. So what you do is the three slots right here, here and here, you go like boom, and so it just sticks like that. And then if you're facing it like this, that's what it looks like. Looks nice, but of course you got it doesn't look right when you have the Rancor Pit under it. So looks kind of weird when you have it on it when the Rancor Pit, because it's floating up. So here's the front of the building. It's got this little cannon that I guess shoots off invaders or something like that. I do like the door. It's pretty cool. What you do is you lift that up, you pull this up, and then you drop it down again. Oh, whoops. I didn't put it in the right place. And it fits in the crevice in the hole like this. Like that. So it holds it in place so the door, of course, you can have Leia just, walk in the doorway. So that's pretty cool. Another cool thing about the door is, drop it. This thing right here. This is the giant. Oh, whoops! Bumped the camera. This thing right here. If you push it, there's a thing right here where you push it. You can make it go. You can have if you have C-3PO and R2, which they're quite easy to have. They're pretty easy to get a hold of. You can have that little scene. It's like where it's just like looking at him, and C-3PO and R2 are trying to talk to him. And he goes shoot, and then the door opens. So that's pretty cool. That's the only feature, of course, on this part of the sets. Move it over. Oh, you can take this off if you really want to. Sorry guys, my camera accidentally bumped. Yeah, so you can take this off, and it's just held in by these two studs. So you can take it off. Just sits on there. Here's the inside. This just a bottle with a blaster on it. Take that off again so you can see the inside of the top one. Again, just another blaster, binoculars, and what you do is you take the Gamorrean guard. This isn't the right one, but put him in the tower. Look out. So just place that back on. This is the inside. It's just nothing too special about it. Just a plate. So that is the rest of Jabba the Hutt's palace. Next, onto the Rancor Pit. Of course, this is going to be a longer review, being that there's a lot to review in the sets. Well, sets. So here's the Rancor Pit. Give it a swirl around. Now, you can, if you pull it like this, it does do the same thing where you can, open and close it. If you open it, you have like far more space to, play with. There. And what's cool is if you pull that out, you can take the, you can do this, and if you want, you can recreate that scene with Rancor and Luke. It doesn't really work as well because the Rancor doesn't, maneuver as well. But you can do the whole. Oh no, the Rancor's dead. So that's pretty cool. Let's take the Rancor out. Drop that. Here's where you put Malkili or whatever. He's just got this kind of a, I don't know, just like I wanted to say trident, but I know it's not. Oh, whoops! I bumped the camera again. Not a trident, but a. I can't think of the name. Pretty sure they, make sand. Don't make sand. They, brush sand or something. I don't know. I can't think of it. It also comes with a key, a bucket as well. The door, of course, does open. All that. You get a little bin full of chicken, I guess. Come over here. Now, what the key on this wall is supposed to be to lock this door so no one can come in. But if you're smart, if you pick this up, there's a bone and a key in there, so you can unlock it. So, and that's just covered by another generic skeleton head. Another feature of the set is right here. If you can open this up to hide the guy, this is where the skeleton is. You put him right there and you just close it. Or if, basically, instead of, hiding under rocks from the movie, you can have Luke, like, trying to pull this shut, while the Rancors, of course, attacking him. You get 2 torches, one right there, one right there. Bunch of rocks. Here's the outside of the gate again. Again, so the Rancor Pit doesn't have much. Again, that's I think this is a. I think this costs a little bit smaller than that, just because there's not as much pieces in it. I've actually rebuilt this many times. I took it apart and then rebuilt it when I was bored. But these things right here, this kind of spikes sticking out. What that does is to hold Jabba's palace in place, so you don't, if you accidentally bump it, it's not gonna slide right off. But what you do, grab this, like this, and the holes in the bottom, right there. The camera up. Place it like that, and it sits in place quite nicely. Then, of course, one of the features of the Jabba's palace is let me lift the camera. One of the features is right here. You pull this, and you can have that scene. So what you do is you grab Jabba, get the roof off, the red plate. This is what it's for. You can place it right here. Drop Starlacious Crumb, and it slides back and forth. And so what you do is, so you can do this when Luke, walks in. You can go, and you can play his job. It's like ho ho ho, and push him back. And Luke can be right here, and you can go. Well, it falls down, and fight the Rancor. So that's a pretty cool feature. It works quite well. Put that back. the top of the roof back on. Jabba's in the palace. Jabba's in his palace. Puts Luke back in place, or I'll just put him right there. Lower the camera. There we go. So that is the Rancor Pit and the Jabba the Hutt's Palace Lego set review. I know it was a longer video or review, but of course there was a much bigger set. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, definitely hit that like button. If you're at all new to the channel, definitely think about subscribing. And if you want me to do more reviews on any other older Lego sets, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to do that. But I think that's going to be it. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.